Dexter to do a little fishing with my dad. Also to get used to launching and loading the boat and doing some trolling. We're just gonna troll for some trout today. Introduce Dad to the boat. All right, let me just get in and get it fired up. All right, turn this on. All right, so yeah, untie that one. Okay. And I'm going to leave the bumpers out until I'm completely off. So I'm going to push off a little bit. That's really nice is, you know, when we get up to Caboose to do our salmon trolling, it's usually well before light, and you're in here monkeying around. It's nice to have this lit up a little bit. Hang out right here for a little bit. Get my troller down. Alright, I'm going to let that run a little bit, get these set up. So I have 6 rod holders. I bought 2 of these cheap ones, not cheap ones, but simple ones so that you just pull it out like this. These ones are the ones we use for salmon fishing, and they're a little bit more complicated to get the rod out. I knew Janina wouldn't want to be trying to figure those out, so I just bought some standard ones. You have to pull up like on the rod for that to pop open. They're great for salmon fishing because, you know, you don't have to pull it forward to take it out, and that could loosen up your line just slightly and you could lose the fish. Let me see, I'm gonna think about this. I'm not gonna use a weight right now, but we're gonna try some Dodgers. All this stuff is kind of new to me, but these are just kokanee Dodgers. Let's do those to start out with. And then I made some leaders here. I've got a bunch of wedding rings in there. That's a pretty common way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna put a spinner on one. And then I'm going to put a Thomas Buoyant on the other one. So that's how we're going to start out. This spinner right here actually was doing good when John and I were here last. It's 2 feet of leader. I was watching a bunch of SPILT MILT, is this YouTuber that does a bunch of trolling for kokanee videos. So I was using his advice. So I'm starting out without weight, just because they say that like in the winter months or the colder months, the trout will be closer to the surface feeding. And then when it gets hot, you'd want to put weight on and get lower. But again, this is all
Doesn't that tell the depth of the fish? Can you tell the...
Right here we're 44 feet. The top number.
Yeah, I mean as far as the fish.
Oh yeah, well you can see on the side, the surface is 0, and on the far right side you can see the numbers like 10, 20, 30,
Yeah.
40. So I'll be sitting on that cooler as kind of the driver's seats.
How much line you put out?
I don't really know. This is also new to me. I'm just going to put out about 50 feet to start with.
50 feet?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to start with.
Wow.
If you want to sit up here, because I need that to sit on, I'll let you kind of sit there. Because I need to, this is kind of my row seat, so to say. They say to do this instead of just let it out so that it doesn't get tangled up. So just manually pull it out. So I'm gonna do 50 feet. And just try that, I guess. And now we just troll around. Try to maintain about 2 miles an hour.
Oh shoot.
Why did you notice that? For some reason that's not working right. These are kind of cheaper reels. I mean, they're still 80 some bucks, but if it's not going to work correctly.
What kind are they? OKUMA?
They're OKUMA. I mean, it's okay stuff, but it certainly wouldn't be my first choice. God, I'm glad you noticed that. Okay, well, everything looks okay. Supposedly you want to go about 2 miles an hour.
We're a mile and a half.
Hmm? What? My flasher? It shouldn't be. They have just enough weight that they should.
You see it right there?
Oh, I guess it is. I might have to put some weight on it. Oh, that's kind of weird. I might have to put weight on it. Let's see if that one does the same thing. Oh, yep, that one's doing the same thing. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna have to put some weight on them. Start with an ounce. See if that'll get it down.
Yeah, that should be.
Glad you noticed that. Okay, let's start with 65. Now we got some weight on there. You can see that one's working correctly now. It's still not going very fast.
1.3.
I wonder if that's a fish on there. That kind of looks like a fish on there, don't you think?
I think it'd be bent more than that.
Oh, we'll keep an eye on it, I guess.
Yeah.
Have you ever done lake trolling like this?
No. Pretty easy fishing.
Yeah, that's why I think it's so popular, is because there isn't a lot of work involved other than the boating aspect of it. Literally, you're
Not walking around some bank. Oh, I think there might be something.
Oh. Grab it, Dad. Just pull it out of there and reel it in. The Feel like it's on trout on there?
Yeah.
All right. Look at that. You know what we're doing to some degree. So that one was on. Oh, it looks like it's moving sideways.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Oh, it is a trout. Still got kind of dinked up on there. Somehow or other, my stuff got all dinked up. Gosh, look at that. Look at that little. That one's probably a goner. Well, sorry, little brother. You're probably not gonna survive very long. Yeah, he's gonna be eagle food, unfortunately. That stinks. All right, I'll take that from you. And I'll get to moving again. Oh, there we go. Grab it, Dad. That didn't take long. I got the other line out of the water. Huh? Got dipped. Oops. There we go. Yeah, it's a little bit longer. See you, little brother. Well, apparently there's a lot of little ones in here. So we've had a hit on both rods, right? We had one on the Thomas and one on the spinner. I don't know, this one seems to be, it might be because that's the spoon. It just seems to be working kind of funny. Oh, there we go. Take it.
Feels like that's
Another dink.
I think so, but no.
We got some decent ones, John and I did.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
You know, if they're just kind of swimming in.
Right. Man, what is up with these little dinks?
That must be the size of the plant.
I don't think so. Oh, it's a planted fish. It has a fin clip on it. All right, well, 3 fish in the boat. I like those single hooks. They just pop right out. The barbs aren't real deep on them.
Yeah. No, it's going to warm up quite a bit in the next hour.
Well, one thing you'll find, especially with this, if it gets even to like 60 degrees, if the sun's on this thing, it's like a greenhouse effect in here. I was on Triangle Lake, was that last week? And I was burning up in here. Like I was sweating. And it was only 70 some degrees. I kind of wonder if that spinner isn't really working unless I, you know, have this speed up a little bit. Like I got this thing that connects to these fishing rod holders. It has like a pulley system so that you can pull crab traps up. Oh, over here, Dad. You want another lunker? Take the lunker. That I might go out a little bit further.
same thing.
Well, hopefully we can find some bigger ones. Oh, that's a little better, I think. No, it's about the same size.
Smaller.
Oh, man. Look at that little dinker. You guys. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Well, clearly the spoon seems to be working well. So I might put a spoon on this other rod. We'll do a copper one on this other rod. I know that that's working. Sometimes I don't know if my trolling speed is right to get the spinner working correctly. And the spoon's pretty much working regardless, you know. Alright, copper Thomas Boyan on the left. Yeah, so like I've got this cranked pretty good and it's just wanting to take me towards the bank. I think also it'll be easier for me to see kind of what's going on if I have the top off. Like when I'm sitting back here, you know? Yeah, it looks like we're about to go over some fish. See that big wad of fish? Like a school of fish. I bought these I think I bought these a long time ago for my drift boat. These have wedding rings on them. Well, that's only one though. Oh, geez, that's a good one. Grab it. Still on there?
Yeah.
That looked like a better one. Oh, there we go.
Let's go 10 inches.
It's just on the surface. I have no idea.
Or is that yours?
Oh, I gotta reel mine in. I was so excited by the amount.
I think I lost it.
Oh, you did? Man, that looked like a good fish. Oh, we lost it. Darn it. That looked like at least a 10-incher.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
60?
50.
You went 50?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so shallow here, right?
Well, the reason I was saying go 65, and it's okay, we can try 50, is because when you're trolling, you know, you gotta, oh, Dad. Oh my God. Keep the tension on it. That didn't take long. Oh man, look at that one. Oh!
Oh, that's a decent one.
You want that?
No, might as well.
That's about the bigger ones than here. All right, let me get my fish bonker here. Man, I'm afraid to. Sorry, brother. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. First fish in the boat. Oh man, that's gonna start bleeding in my boat. 13 maybe?
Probably about a 12.
Huh?
I thought it was about a 12.
Oh, oh, oh! Good one? Pretty good one.
That's a little bigger than this.
It's not quite as big.
Is that about 10 inch?
Yeah, you want to let it go?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bye, little brother. It's not a bad looking little trout. Chunky thing.
Yeah, they are.
They're not. Oh, I got one. Well, I lost it. No, I got it. I got one on. I'm just gonna keep going forward. Oh, it came off. It came off. You got another one? Oh my goodness.
Feels like, something like that. Yes.
Actually start this. Try to keep this from going in. This one all the way hitting the. Getting
Like
over.
that last one.
Keep it away from the motor there. Okay, just you can stop reeling right there. There we go. That's a pretty good one. It's about like that last one you caught.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay. See ya, my man. He's like, woo, that was a wild ride. Daryl was right. He said, troll along the highway. Yeah, let's just do 50. That seems to work good. It's funny, I've driven by this lake hundreds of times and never really gave it much thought about fishing it.
No, I never knew that. It seems like that over the years. So I just try to go. Really good fish.
Stand over there in the briars, I guess. We're going over a bunch of fish right now. Does it seem like your rod is getting bit the most?
That looks like it just got hit right
Because I'm wondering if you have the silver and blue.
there. No, you put on it.
Oh, right there. Oh my goodness. Yeah, whatever is on that side seems to be the hot lure for the day. Is that the copper buoyant?
Yeah, it's a copper.
Yeah, that copper is hard to beat. Oh my goodness. Ah, wow. That was a pretty good jump for a little trout. Hold on, little man. Hold on. You want me to let it go?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about the same size, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice trout. Sweet.
Get another one like that other.
Okay. You might have to push. I noticed that one time I had to kind of push up on it.
Oh.
I might end up sending that one back. It keeps doing that. Grab it. Still on there?
Yeah. I can't tell how big it is. I don't think it.
Looked like a decent one.
Sometimes you don't know if they just swim in and not fight.
Yeah, it looks like a decent one. Hey, settle down. Oh, come on.
Yeah, throw it back.
Throw it back, throw it back. You're going back, my man. He's like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna just get on the gas a little bit to get us turned around. It's like, just podinking around with it, you're just not moving. Alright, you can put it out now. Oh, Rod, or fish. Keep us from going. Watch your feet. I'm gonna have to back up. It's wanting to pull us into the bank over here. Not a bad trout. Let it go. See you, little man. There he goes. Something stinked up about this reel. I might have to send both of them back. Wasn't that the one that was not clicking over?
I only did that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to send these back and get a different brand. It just seems... I mean, I've only used them one time before this. I don't know if I just don't have it set right. I don't think so. I mean, it is off. You can see that it's off. When I put that crushed rock on the side of the house, it's got like about a 1 foot by 1 foot. Oh, God. Get it, Dad. So for some reason that clicker is staying current. Watch your footing. I'm gonna have to go back. I don't know why it's watch the motor. Alright. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hey, bring it up. That's a pretty good sized fish.
Maybe I'll take that one too.
All right, you just set that down. That's a good sized fish. Gosh, look at that. That thing's probably at least 13, 14, and it's chunky. That's a good sized fish.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the dirty deed. Thanks, Spencer. Man, that's a good sized trout. God, that thing closes hard. I've had so many fish I've lost track of which lure is. Oh my God! I'm just gonna slow us down rather than reel out.
I'm not going to keep it.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep under power there so that we don't lose our track.
It's about like those others.
Okay. All right, we got it. We got it. Gosh, dang, that's a good sized trout.
The other one.
Okay.
That's a nice one. That's about like those ones we kept.
Yeah. Gosh, look at that, Dad.
That's beautiful.
All right, see you, brother. Your lucky day. That was great trout. Oh man. Jumper. I'm just gonna leave mine out so that I can stay on this line. Plus, every time I reel it in, I have to listen to that clicker. Driving me nuts. All right. Hey, settle down, brother. Oh, he's bleeding. I don't know why he's bleeding so bad. You want to keep it? I think it's probably gonna die.
You think it's
Yeah,
gonna die?
yeah, it's gonna die. Fish in there. Just like that. And that water, when I take the plug out, it all drains out of the plug. There must be some reservoir in the bottom of this boat. Let's say we troll till 11. That's 8 more minutes. And then we'll drive around the lake a little bit and head out. Is that good?
Okay.
Man, that one I let go was the biggest one I think we caught all day. The one right before this last one. That was chunky. Eh, it's probably time to reel up anyway. Oh well, we still did pretty good today.
Yeah.
Considering I've only trolled a few times in my life. So I'll show you really quick what we were using today. I've got some of these kokanee black rods. These are the 7.5 medium light. I have CONVECTOR reels, but these are going right back to Amazon because they have been giving me nothing but problems. So I've got 15-pound braid. I've got 10-pound ultra green bumper. I believe I have 3 foot. I have a sliding sinker on there. It's a 1-ounce cannonball. And then I have a 6-ball bead chain, another 2 foot of 10-pound ultra green. And then I have a snap. And this is a Paulina Peak flasher. Thanks to SPILT MILT YouTube channel, because I got this idea from him. In fact, this entire rigging is from his channel. Then I have about 18 inches of 8-pound test, and today the Thomas Buoyants were what was having the most bites. And would you say copper was the #1 producer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had the most bites on the copper. The other one was the silver with the blue on one side. But that's it. Dad caught some really good ones. He kept 3. He kept 2 good ones, and then the third one that he kept was bleeding a little bit, so we just decided to keep it anyway. So I'm gonna get this stuff put away and drive the boat around a little bit, and then we're gonna head back to the ramp and call it a day.